chapter 47. Wait, chapter 45. Shall I? Yeah, kind of. This is Isaiah chapter 45. This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. It say, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things.
Or that's another thing. People people get twisted as far as like the nature of the Heavenly Father. Or so with that, just keep going a little bit.
It said, you are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness.
All right, so that means we are not of the night or of darkness. Or that means we know what's going on. Or we know what's going on. As far as the scriptures, the prophecies, or the nature of the Heavenly Father. Or I'll actually repeat that real quick.
Hey, this Isaiah chapter. It is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. It say, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
All right, so if you don't know that, as far as like the Heavenly Father having a dual nature, good and evil, or because that's one thing, a lot of people, or they get it twisted, or as far as like they don't have they can't even accept it. They're always like, right, the Lord does good and the devil does evil. All right, but little do they know that, the devil, Satan, all right, he actually works for the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side. Or, it takes a special on the History Channel, for some people to realize it. They're like, it takes, a lot of people are like ignorant, all right, as far as, what's in this book. Or, they only go off of, what they hear. Or what they learned in church, or so they don't have that proper understanding, because in this world, as far as like delving into these scriptures, it's not something that people do. Or that's why they're in the darkness. Or that's why that's why they don't know about the prophecies, or how to properly link together as far as or like the events in the world and why they're happening. All right, and then relaying it back to prophecy.
Okay. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, we are the light of the world. All right, because we're the only ones who have like the proper understanding. All right, like even as opposed to like all these other like Israelite groups, or and that brings me back to what I was talking about, or from the jump, or as far as all right, the times and the seasons. All right, these other Israelite groups don't know the times of the seasons. And I'm talking about like IUIC, or they don't like they're hyping up their Passover, but they're not hyping up right the nature, like the true nature of that Passover, or what it really means. Right, the Passover has to do with destruction and deliverance. Or like the Passover, is supposed to be like the scariest time of the year. Or like the apostles talking about we're in a house cleaning right now. Or and things like that. All right, but Nate's talking about or we're gonna have good food. Or we're gonna have members coming down in record numbers. Or we're gonna have live performances. Or that's not what we're that's not the things we're thinking about. We're thinking about am I even gonna be in GMS another day? Am I even gonna be on this earth another day? All right, because back and they still do this back when I was still learning and still coming in. Or sometimes there'd be like a video will pop up at random, or be a picture of one guy, or like the whole camp, or and then they just be like these people here are no longer in GMS, or and then they go through the script, so it'd be it would strike fear into you, or as far as I hope I don't slip up, and now I'm not in the good graces of my teachers, or or even scarier, or Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, because of course it could, be the case to where the people, over you, or or the apostles, they'll say, you might have went off, and then, or they'll just be like, we'll have mercy on you this time, but then again, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai might not see it like that way. All right, because remember, he, like, Yahweh is the only one who knows, like, who's of the elect and who isn't.
I got a precept.
All right, so you might still, like, end up, like, getting a judgment that way. So it's all about having that fear of the Lord.
Yeah, I just had a precept because you were speaking on how they follow at the men of the churches or whatever. It's Colossians chapter 2 and 8. It say, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit, after traditions of men.
No, you got to be careful. All right, because like I said before, it's so-called like Easter Sunday. There might be I'm pretty sure there's people out there twice my age, all right, that think that that's an actually that's an actual like feast day, all right, that it's actually biblical, all right, that they're actually like doing something good in the eyes of the Heavenly Father, all right, by going to church on Easter Sunday. All right, by hiding eggs for their kids or grandkids. All right, by roasting that ham. All right, in the oven. Because I think isn't Easter ham a tradition or something? I think I heard it somewhere, but
they cook it.
There are people that think that still think that those are right,'s things, or that they're doing. Or other than that, there are a lot of people, a lot of atheists, are talking about or I don't believe in God, but I still have morality. All right, talking about the people that hold doors for old ladies. All right, or they do this and they do that. Or all these carnally good things according to the world. Or and they think that's good because of the philosophies of men, as opposed to what the volume of the book says. Or as far as people and that's what these vain philosophies do. Or they deviate from what the scriptures say.
This Amos chapter 5 verse 21. It say, I hate it, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell your solemn assemblies.
All right, and when that was written, that was talking about the wicked Israelites. Or that's talking about that hyped up Passover and all that. Or because like even with them, there's probably members, or that sincerely believe, or that when they go to that event, or when they hear all that that live music, or kind of like a church service, or where they where they you got the guy on the drums with the beat, or you got the guy the men and the women singing their heart out about Jesus and all that. Or everybody's crying. All right, everyone goes up to get saved, get touched on the head, get all that. And they think that is of the Lord. They're thoroughly convinced that is of the Lord. All right, but it's not, according to the scriptures.
You still want that Ecclesiastes, the third chapter?
You might as well finish that Amos off.
Oh, this Amos chapter 5 verse 21. It say, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell your solemn assemblies.
All right, meaning, the Heavenly Father, He's not, He dwells everywhere, of course, but, all right, that's not something that He's, like, dealing with. All right, that's not something that, He's going to smile upon.
This verse 22, it say, though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me noise of thy songs.
I was talking about, he was talking about there's going to be like live music and all that.
For I will not hear the melody of thy vows, but let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream.
Right. All right. So, basically because, that Passover, it's supposed to be a solemn assembly. Or, as far as, every Passover I held, like the Passovers that GMS holds, or, that it's like a walking on eggshells like type deal. or whenever so I know whenever the apostles film their Passover for the sake of doing a lesson before it, or you can just tell when you're, or like the spirit of the video, or the spirit of the people there, or it's like fellowship and brotherhood and all that, but at the same time it's it's very austere, it's very strict, it's very solemn. It's not the time and place, or and I've heard accounts, or people and it has to be the spirit, it has to be the spirit of the Lord putting that reprobate spirit on people, or I heard a couple years ago, or one guy, I think it was like an Issacharite in the Dallas camp that was playing Mario Brothers at the Passover, or things like that. Or these are supposed to be like really solemn assemblies, and and it's and people hype it up to be some sort of like concert, or and then they want to and then they want to get on us when we rebuke them for it, or just talking about oh you guys are just jealous, or no, as a prophet we got to make our rounds, or as far as we have to make our rounds when we're prophets. Or we got to get on Esau, we got to get on the heathen, or we got to tell people, or like what's going on in the world, or and how it relates to the scriptures, all right? Or as far as we got to get on each other, or when we go off, or we got to get on these other groups, or that are or so that any one of the elect will get away from this, or so that the elect can be sealed, or then the wicked can be condemned. Or we're just making our rounds.
I got some stuff funny. Zechariah 8:16. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute judgment of truth and peace in your gates.
Yeah, and it also says they hate thee that rebuketh in the gates.
Yeah, constantly.
Or and so usually these women are just talking about you're just jealous of their garments, you're just jealous of their numbers. No, like we're getting on because we're like, no, fuck them. We want them to be destroyed because they're in the way.
That's right.
All right, they're in the way. All right, because they're holding us back. They still want to be in the world. They're being half-assed. They're being lukewarm. They're being deceitful. Or they're being wicked. Or and it's our duty as prophets are to reprove them. Or if they don't want to get right, and if you don't want to get right. All right, yeah, then guess what?
Eat a nuke, man. Sirach 11 and 23. It says, say not, what profit is there of my service, and what good thing shall I have thereafter? Speaking on those that don't want to push the word and do the truth, they don't believe it's no reward. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're still carnal and not spiritual.
That's right. They don't believe they're going to receive anything for it. They think we're just going to be here forever running our mouth. All right, the Most High is actually going to execute this judgment and give the prophets reward for serving them. All right, so say not what is mine. Because that's why niggas fall out the truth. You know what I'm saying? They get sick of doing it. Nothing has been made manifest before their eyes yet. All right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the point is at 4, but I'm going to start at 3 for you. This is Isaiah chapter 66 and 3. It say, he that killeth an ox is as if he slew a man. He that sacrificeth a lamb as if he cut off a dog's neck. He that offereth an oblation as if he offered swine's blood. He that burneth incense as if he blessed an idol. Yet they have chosen their own ways. Their soul delighteth in their abominations. I will also choose their delusions, and I will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before my eyes, and chose that which I delighted not. Right. Yeah, and that's just speaking of not taking heed of the word of the Heavenly Father, man. Because they pretty much chose, they souls delighted in abominations against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say he will choose their delusions and bring fears upon them. So what these people fear the most, the Lord is going to bring upon them, man, basically, man. If If you scared of rats, you know what I'm saying, the Lord gonna have you get consumed by like 200, 300 rats, man. That's how the Most High works, man, because they chose to do abominable in the eyes of the Most High, man. So
This
we
thing right here, this is only for people. This must be only for people, all right, who sincerely, fear the Lord. All right, because as far as everyone else, or like these 2/3 and all that, or especially if they think this is a joke, or if they don't take heed, or that, or as far as having like a fear of the Lord, or like even like I think of even thinking of all the scenarios, or that could happen to you, if the Lord's like not dealing with you, or I don't want any parts of that. I'm pretty sure no one else does, at least around here, and we sincerely believe that, or since we sincerely believe that this is the truth, we don't want those types of repercussions upon us.
But it's Proverbs 1:7. It say, fear the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and destruction.
That's the fear of the, and that's one of the things that brought me in, or at least as far as dealing with the scriptures, or before I came into the truth, there were there's like a few situations, or to where I could have been put to death, but my life was spared and all that, or so I was in the process of like taking this thing seriously. So not everyone that even like comes into this has that type of foundation.